Good morning. How are you today? Oh, 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 yeah? Yeah? No shit. I am just waking up and I am feeling good. I'm not quite sure. I have some of these ideas for my channel, and I'm not always sure. Like, I come up with these really, really genius ideas, but I'm not always quite sure of like I'll do something and it will usually work out to be pretty good. But I don't always know. I think the reason why I get confused is because I'm not quite sure. Like, I'll do an idea and I'm not always quite sure of how the domino is going to fall. And that the thing is that's okay. For example, yesterday, first of all, I've been working way too hard on my YouTube channel lately. I told myself that yesterday, that I had to get away from. It's like sometimes I get so passionate about what I'm doing that I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it pretty extreme sometimes. And so I always have to balance that with trying to, shoot videos and come up with different thumbnail ideas. And so what I try to do is I try to come up with ideas. I came up with one idea here. How to lose weight. I am tracking the one how to quit porn video has been so successful that I am tracking the time on it. Can you see that? I am tracking the time, the different times that I am putting up. I'm tracking the different times that I am putting those videos up. But I sometimes think I overcomplicate it a little bit, because I'll have a really successful thumbnail that is doing really well. And then sometimes I'm like, well, what if I take that thumbnail out and replace it with I did a thumbnail that was like a horror movie graphic image about how porn changes you. And those don't seem to be as successful as to when I those don't seem to be as successful as when I use like a picture of a hot girl. And so I'm just trying to figure out. And the thing is there's other topics I want to cover. You know, I'm not only trying to cover. And the thing is I think I have to be careful too, because it's like I don't want my mind to always be thinking like, oh yeah, because the thing is the more I think about how to fix or how to come up with different ways to like think about the porn issue. The problem is sometimes the porn, like it's in my head sometimes. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I remember when this is what happened to me. And so it's hard because it's like I have to balance that out. And especially with my knee injury, it's like I can't put myself in a situation where, like for example yesterday, like when I get really really tired, I tend to I'm most likely to get, like my celibacy is like 540 days. And one of the things I figured out is like one of the threats is when you get overly tired. When you get overly tired, your chances of being like, ah, screw it, I'm gonna watch something, are so much. They're so much greater. They're so much greater because that's why it's such a coping mechanism. You know, that's why porn is such a coping mechanism, because it's like you're looking to escape those painful feelings. So it's tricky because here I am trying to like explain exactly what goes on with the dangers of pornography, and then at the same time, if I'm not careful and I'm pushing myself too hard, like it's like right there in front of me, to where it's like I have to be careful that I'm not getting into the same trouble that I'm promoting to other men, you know. But I'm really passionate about it, and I think that sometimes those guns, those guns, Justin, they don't want to see your guns. Yes, they do. No, that yes, they do. Mm. I've been trying to eat better lately too, and I've been trying to smoke less. I really have cut back on my smoking a lot, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe, and say something. Say something. I get super lonely in my apartment when you don't say anything. I really do. I really really do.